Mark Carney warned that America had changed. Now Canada is starting to build the alternative. Last year, Carney argued that Canada could no longer assume the old relationship with Washington would simply continue as before. His message was clear. If America becomes less predictable, Canada needs deeper ties with partners that share more of its economic and political outlook. Now that warning is becoming policy. After another breakdown in trade talks with Washington, Canada is preparing retaliatory tariffs, while Carney heads to Brussels to deepen ties with Europe and address the European Parliament. This is not Canada abandoning America. That would be unrealistic. The United States remains by far Canada's most important trading partner, and the two economies are deeply integrated. But Carney's strategy appears to be about reducing vulnerability, depend less, diversify more, build alternatives. Canada and the European Union already have a major trade agreement. They are expanding defence cooperation. Canada is participating in new European security initiatives, and Carney wants Canadian exports outside the United States to double over the coming decade. That creates an extraordinary irony for Donald Trump's tariff strategy. The purpose of economic pressure is to create leverage. But if Washington repeatedly uses Canada's dependence against it, Ottawa has every incentive to reduce the very dependence that creates that leverage. Trump may therefore be teaching Canada how to need America less. That does not mean Europe can simply replace the United States. Geography will not change. North American supply chains will not disappear. But strategic dependence is different from economic partnership. Carney increasingly argues that sovereignty also means having options. If one country can threaten your economy badly enough to dictate what industries survive, what trade relationships you maintain, or what domestic policies you keep, then economic dependence becomes a national security issue, and Canada may not be alone in reaching that conclusion. Europe talks increasingly about strategic autonomy. Middle powers across the world are diversifying trade. Allies are asking whether access to the American market can still be treated as politically reliable. America's economic power has always depended partly on other countries wanting access to it. If tariffs repeatedly turn that access into a weapon, those same countries will eventually build around it. So Carney's trip to Europe is about more than another trade dispute. It may represent Canada accepting that the old relationship with Washington has changed and beginning the long process of making sure America is never its only option again. This has been the JR Voice. Stay tuned for more unpacking of global headlines.